game number 1, Thalassocracy Cup semifinals. We're going to be playing on Golden Swamp. Hera is playing Malians, and Viper is playing Mongols. Mongols is a good civ on this.
You should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I pull a surprise visit. She was like, oh!
Rosh, thank you for the 28 months, man. Welcome back. Dave is a minimalist. True. All right, so Hera and Viper take the fight right away. Do you guys want Hera in blue or Hera in red? Viper obviously gets his yellow. Why are Mongols good here? Because you can take advantage of the timings. You have two rhinos. Blue? All right. Put them in blue. There we go. You have 2 rhinos, so you can go up faster to feudal age, and then you get the water pressure early. You clear their fish early, or get a presence, and you can take advantage of water. Mongols are good on most of these water maps. The problem with the Mongols, obviously, is once you get to a point in the game, like mid-castle age, and then they don't really have any advantages. Viper wins 4-1. You have the 4-1 call out for Viper. That's crazy. In this economy? Holy cow. All right, Nefarious. If Viper does win 4-1, I will make you VIP. Is this a rerun? No. Yo, I just woke up. Why were my headphones on full volume? Answer me. I don't know, dude. That's something between you and your headphones. That's a very personal thing. What if Viper wins 4-0? I mean, that's just to be expected, right? Bro, I've been smoking too much of that 420. What is going on with people right off the rip, dude? So many fucking wacko comments. I love it. Keep that energy. All right, so Viper's going to bring in the second Rhino. You'll see his res collected is ahead of Hera's. He's going for the dock already. Same with Hera. Malians are decent here, as they are on most hybrid maps. Saving the wood is amazing. You can put it into more ships and whatnot. Are Malians really the best civ you could have picked here, though? I don't know. Remember, there are admin bans on civs. So basically, the civ draft program says you can't have this, you can't have that, you can't have that, you can't have this, you can't have that, blah, 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 blah. So, like, civs like Koreans, Celts, Wu, Gujaras, Incas, Tatars, Bulgarians, Berbers, missing. Right? So Berbers could have been used here. Wu could have been used here. Koreans maybe could have been used here. And it's a best of 7. Which means that we have to split a lot of civs over a lot of games. So maybe Malians are the best. I don't know. Can you show us your Peter Griffin looking chin? I don't have a Peter Griffin looking chin, and you'd never know I didn't have a Peter Griffin looking chin because I've had a beard the entire time. The entire time I've been a caster, I've had a beard. I have basically non-stop had a beard since I was 18 years old. So I don't even know what my chin looks like. I think I've seen my chin seen the light of day twice in the last 15 years. Are ban civs different depending on the map or across the board? It is global ban. So across the board for both players. All right, so Hera's actually up first. Wow. Viper's getting loom now. That surprises me. We can already see Viper's ahead by like 200 plus res collected, and most of that's going to be food, right? So it's very, very interesting that he delays this long, and he's actually going for the barracks. He's not going to go for the dock. He's going to go for the barracks here. With the Hulks involved, I mean, having any units coming across this area is really, really risky. They kill land units so quickly. Hera now going for walls behind this. He's got 2 golds in the back. That's a good setup. He's got the berries in the back too. Demanson, thank you for the 50.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad.
That still seems late for Viper. Is this live or Rex? This is live.
Give this Prime for ad-free time.
It's Men-at-Arms for Viper. Remember, Vinch cooked Hera with Men-at-Arms, but it was very different circumstances. He was Spanish. Hera was expecting conquistadors, fast castle. Vinch went up a little bit
Serious
later.
Question. What is the difference between standard maple syrup and grade A? We only get the standard stuff over here.
I don't fucking know. You probably added substances to it. What do I look like, a maple syrup guy? I like the stuff. I didn't study it. So, one Doc hulks from Hera, and then an archer range as well. And here come the Men-at-Arms. The scout's going to come in. Viper's going to lose that scout. And Viper's going to discover the walls. And this is just not great for Viper. It's not often we see him go with a Men-at-Arms play. And this time it definitely didn't pay off because Hera just casually walls. If Viper had gone for big water pressure, Hera would be in trouble right now because he doesn't have that many hulks. But somehow Hera just knew. He knew exactly what Viper was going to do. He walled up. Went for the archer range. And he's going to be able to defend against these. Dude, that's crazy. How did he know? Maybe he saw someone else playing Mongols? I don't know. Mongols Men-at-Arms on shoals is not a... It's not a standard play. Wait, what? Dock Garrison fishing ships? Yeah, this is the beta for the new water stuff. So we have hulks. And we have the docks able to garrison fishing ships and fire a few arrows. Although they do have minimum range, so you can just sit underneath the dock. And the dock doesn't do that much damage. Stream sniping? He's not stream sniping, brother. Number one, they have a delay. Number two, he's not stream snipe. Ah! Stream snipe that! Viper walls in Hera Scout. So much investment for nothing? Is it nothing? He's held the archers back a little bit at least, and he's still kept these alive. So he can loop around this way, so Hera needs to keep some of those at home. Also, the archers are nice for Hera, but it meant that he didn't have as many ships, so even with the Men-at-Arms investment, Viper has still been fishing a little bit. Viper is still comparable on res collected. Hulks are coming over this way. The archers will die very quickly to those, but they can support Hera's own hulks really nicely because these hulks only have one pierce armor, right? So the archers, especially after he gets fletching, are going to be doing decent mount. Viper has arson. That house is going to go down pretty quick. Hera's going to have to send some archers back to deal with that. Viper kills a Hulk. He sees the archers, though, so he backs away. And he comes in from this side. That's a good flanking attack there from Viper. So he's going to kill all the fish from Hera. So advantage Viper here. Even though the Men-at-Arms got walled out, Hera had a great counter opening to him. However, I'm just looking at the resources from Hera. Holy cow. He's on the way to Castle Age. That's actually really good timing. Great job from Hera. Already up to Castle Age. Viper is fully walled here, basically. Guess he killed that scout with an archer. He still has some fish available. But he needs to make sure these are double walls, because Hera's going to have fantastic crossbow timing. Resources for Viper still looking decent. Should be able to click up in a minute or so. Especially if he goes for a market. But right now he's kind of busy with this stuff. He could see the archers coming forward. I think he might suspect that Hera is up shortly. He didn't have to invest all that stuff into Men-at-Arms. Men-at-Arms did go down. Viper's on stone? Yeah. Does he want Maggot Eye? I mean, that'd be pretty hot. And I love this. Look at this. Like I said, get some double layers behind the palisades. There's still one right here, but he can always quick wall towards the TC. This is an issue for sure, but he knows the archers are coming from this side, right? And he's about to click up. Hera's already going to be in Castle Age. By the time Hera gets to Castle Age, Viper is just thinking about clicking up himself. Castle Age on the way. Hera runs into the palisade. This is the weakness. Viper seems to be pretty unconcerned about this. He's added an extra fishing ship. He is ahead on res collected, barely. But Hera is now going for a second and third TC. Yeah, market from Viper, just outside of the range of the crossbows. You go for another house here, maybe. That is so careless from him. That is so unbelievably careless from Viper. That is crazy. And we've all seen it before. Like, we've seen this shit before. This is a rerun of the movie of Viper that happens way too often. He left it until the last minute. And half the time, you're like, oh my god, look at him. He's so calm. He knows what's going to happen. And the other half of the time, you're like, what are you doing? This is the ladder. And now we have, what? 7 dead vills? 7 dead vills. And 5 that are stuck in a tower. Siege Workshop for Viper, and a castle. And Hera is booming on 3 TCs. Wait. Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way. Hera is trading with Viper's dock. Was that intentional to make this trade cog? Likely not. But if he has it, he sure as hell is going to rub it in. And someone's saying you could retire now. I don't know if that's intentional. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of new hotkeys on this new patch, and he probably fat-fingered it into a trade cog. I mean, if you have it, though, you might as well trade, right? Alright. Viper, really struggling here. 0 on wood currently. Hera's micring down his villagers. It's hard to get it. It's hard to get heavily invested in this game because it feels like ever since Hera got through here, absolutely chalked, right? Like Viper has no wood, so he can't build a mining camp or a lumber camp or anything. He just wants to kill all these crossbows and then he's gonna resign. And Hera's gonna micro the shit out of this. Man, such an underreaction with this one palisade wall. He walled behind here. He got himself safe. He was on the way to Castle Age. He's now buying wood. Such an underreaction. He could have made that market there in the first place. Kills the final crossbow. Hera has 55 villagers. He's still trading. Why is every Viper game I watch nowadays like this? I mean, he just beat Tato, dude. Remember the first game, Vinchester against Hera? It looked like this. Vinch didn't make a single unit. Hera absolutely dusted him. And then Vinch won the next two. This is strategic? I doubt it. Viper wants to play with Mangadai. He's only 22 villagers behind, guys. Haha. Wheelbarrow on the way for Hera. Eco's looking fantastic. Could have been such a different game. We had a little bit more movement earlier. And the trade goes down. Big kill for Viper. Trade profit update. I'm going to say 40. 26. Was it 26? It was getting 10 gold per trip. How was it 26? It was getting 10 gold. How high is the comeback percentage? It's somewhere below 5%. He does have Mangadai, though. So maybe Viper can absolutely game here. Crossbows are hunting him down. Ballistics is in, which is a problem for Viper. He still can't really do much damage other than laming some farms. Let's see what the... Let's see what the comeback... What he believes the comeback mechanic is here. He's lost so much. $10 gold was from one dock. There is a second one. Ah, so it gave us the number for this one, but he was doing that. Okay. Medium warships upgrade from Hera. Yeah, Viper's gonna want to forget all about that game. Good job from Hera there. He had a great build. He got up to Castle Age fast, but like at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Nothing in this game matters before or after this. Like what's going on? There's nothing else happening. It was a little bit laissez-faire about that that opening. He thought it was blocked by stragglers. I mean, he went for 2 houses there, so he clearly didn't. He clearly didn't think that. Stone walls should be meta, especially when you're on stone, yeah. I think that'd be nice. Anyway, it's a best of 7. Hera takes the first game. And that's a win for him on Golden Swamp. With the Malians. Viper losing with the Mongols. So, we go on to Nomad now. I think that's a good map to pick if you're Viper. Let's get right back on the horse. Hera's going to play Hindustanis. Viper's going to play Spanish. My headcanon Nomad rankings have Viper as the best Nomad player in the world. I do not currently have Hera in my top 5 of that. And Viper has the best Nomad civilization, so we'll see if that's correct. We'll see what Hera can do here. Hindustanis isn't the worst. But Spanish is really, really good. And Viper's got a stone nearby. Unfortunately for him, the golds are a little bit further away. We'll see how he can get set up, though. Leary is number 1. I could see that. I think Viper and Leary are number 1 and 2. 2 best 1v1 Nomad players. Didn't you say that about Leary less than 25 hours ago? No, I said Leary was number 2 in my eyes. If you go back and check. Project Belgium is the best Nomad player. Okay. All right, so we got some chicken scouting here for Hera. It's got the dock up over here. Viper's dock is all the way over here. Looks like their TCs are going to be up at relatively the same time. There was a guy on YouTube putting percentages together, and apparently Hindustanis on Nomad is the worst possible save and map matchup for Hera. So did he come into this expecting to lose Nomad, and he's just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. If I win, that's gonna be dope. I can prove that guy wrong. That's a flex, dude. That's a power move. I love it. That's an absolute power move from Hera. I love that. Hera did a react video of it? Okay. I was wondering why Hindustanis, and Viper's got to be a little bit confused on why he picks Hindustanis here. It is a landlocked Nomad. So that if you go for water pressure, you have to go all the way around. As Viper brings in the first boar, let's take a look at his scouting. He sees another boar here. He's going to scout the shorelines. He's already seen the TC from Hera. He did not see the dock, though. But he's doing the right thing scouting along the edge. It's tough with the chickens. It's really, really tough with the chickens. Their line of sight is terrible. Let's take a look at Hera's line of sight. Taking a chicken early is interesting. And Viper is actually housed. Wow. Goes for Loom. Is this the famous Dave, aka Marauder? Might be. Maybe. It may be. Hera's gonna probably have to go for Loom here too. That's why you don't take the chicken early. You're not gonna have enough food. Unless he can drop off with the villager and the fishing ships. Maybe. Maybe he can do it. A little bit idle time there, but it's not that much. And Hera is on the boar now. So, Viper, how many other boars does he have? He's got this one here. He's got this one here. So he sees two boars, although this dude actually went back. Or didn't want to follow. That's pretty good. Hera has this one over here. And he can see the boar from Viper. If he's paying attention, he could see this coming in. I don't know if he is, though. There is potential here for Hera to shut off the golds from Viper. Shutting off the stone is going to be really tough, though. And that's usually what you want to do if you're trying to deny that castle from Spanish, is shutting off the stone. That's going to be really, really tough. And if you can't shut off the stone, then you basically can't shut off the gold either, because they're going to put a castle within range of the gold. And you're going to have some problems. So, Hera might have some problems, especially with Viper knowing where his TC is. If Viper gets the castle age before him and feels a little spicy, he could forward castle drop. Did he shoot the board at the TC? Yeah. You can do that now. It doesn't spoil the meat. Right, let's take a look at Hera's scouting. Pretty decent. It's not covering all the edges, but pretty decent scouting. He's probably going to find the dock from Viper over here. It's collapsing on it right now. Let's see if Viper did manage to find the dock from Hera. Not yet. He's scouted a lot of shorelines. Could not find this, though, somehow. Still, it's a landlocked Nomad. So once you know that it's landlocked, which Viper does know, I mean, he's always going this way, right? So it doesn't even matter if he knows where the dock is. If he wants to go for early water pressure, it's still a question mark. He's got 6 vills in the queue right now, 7 fishing ships. Hera's got 7 as well. Another boar coming in for Hera. More res collected overall for Viper. Not surprising, because I think that's like board number 3. I think this might be just board number 2 for Hera. But Hera does have a second dock. This is fast castle build for Hera, for sure. And it's fast castle for Viper. Like I said before, every single time I see Hera on Nomad, he just kind of tries to boom his way out of trouble. It works half the time because he's Hera. We'll see if it can work here. When was the last time Hera or Viper beat Hera in a set? Was it that Middle East tournament? Maybe Titans League? I don't know. I think the Middle East tournament was before his Titans League win, so maybe Titans League. Warlords 3 last year? No, Hera hasn't lost an S tier in like 3 years, dude. There was a group stage in the final NAC. Okay. Why is only you and Mem casting this? Well, who else do you think should be casting this? I'm sure there's more than me and Mem. T West is casting it, Danny's casting it, Ornlu's casting it. So we're basically just missing T90. Your question should have been, why isn't T90 casting this? And my answer is that it's Thanksgiving. He's at his family's place. Alright, Market Blacksmith for Viper. Market Blacksmith for Hera. And we're just booming, dude. 14 fishing ships for Hera, though. So he's got a big eco here, and Viper doesn't really want to add water pressure. And Hera knows this. This Viper's Spanish. He wants to go for the castle. Hera knows that 100%. Does Hera know where Viper is the question. He doesn't. You might assume Viper's up here somewhere. I mean, this is castle droppable, and the outpost indicates that Viper wants to drop a castle somewhere over here on Hera's face. I love that. Why is nobody casting this? There's only one guy missing. This could be the most 1300 Nomad game ever. Oh, 100%. Yeah. A few Hulks coming out from Hera. A couple Hulks as well from Viper. Hera added the fish because he knew Viper wouldn't want to go for early water pressure. He's taking advantage of that. He's got a good food eco. And Viper's going to drop it on his TC. Why not? Right? There's no reason not to. I mean, generally in pro 1v1 Nomads, you don't get this opportunity. He's got to be suspicious. But like, Hera shouldn't be giving him the chance. No, Hera's gonna, let me guess. He's gonna try and boom his way out of this. He's gonna add like extra TCs against this castle. Medium warships upgrade is coming in. The Spanish should never be allowed to have this many fish still alive when their castle goes up. There's one Deadville. There's two Deadvilles. The castle can be targeted. Viper will simply go onto the gold. He'll start making conks. TC from Hera here. Monastery as well, because he knows the conquistadors are coming out. He's hoping he can win water. That's what he's hoping. He's hoping he can take out the Hulks and the fishing ships from Viper. It's going to be harder and harder and harder to afford more of these. And Viper has found the second town center from Hera. He only kills one villager, though. And Hera actually might kill... He actually might kill the fish from Viper, so that's nice. It's really, really nice. There's not enough room in the dock for all the fishies. Conks are coming over, though. The gold supply is going to be cut off by Viper. Second monastery for Hera is going to be real tough when he doesn't have a gold. It's gonna be a little difficult when he doesn't have a gold. But maybe he can push those conks away and get back on this gold pretty soon. He can also sell food, right? He can sell food, he can sell some of his stone maybe to get gold for the monks. Viper now sniping a few more villagers over here. Viper getting his conch converted. I think he thought these conchs were targeted for that conversion, not these ones. Snipes that monk down right away. He actually hit the shots there. Crazy. Fortunate that he hit those shots. Devotion now on the way for Viper. Is he transferring onto food anywhere over here? He is. There's still a boar over here. That would actually help a lot if he could take that in. Because his fish aren't fishing at the moment. Hera, going for another TC. Viper knows he can hang around a little bit longer because he's got devotion. And now the conks are in on this side, the conks are in on that side. And what's Hera trying to... Hera's trying to boom his way out of this. But it's going to be so tough, dude. He gets away with it a lot. But not here, I think. He's still going to have more res collected because of all these fishing ships. But Viper almost has enough for another castle, and he still has the villagers forward here, and I don't know if there's anything Hera can do to deny a castle like over here. Viper's even just running under the TC. Like, Hera's got so many villagers queued up from there. Devotion is going crazy for Viper. Can he kill this monk in time before he gets a conversion? Yes. Hera can't get that. The conks are coming in on a wood line. Hera tried to make something happen with Hindistanis here, likely because of that video. You see him running out this way, trying to expand his fish a little bit. But Hindistanis are not. Like, if you played this way with any civ against Spanish, you're going to get super punished. And this is the second round of punishment coming in right here from Viper. 18 kills now on the conks. Snipes another monk. Does get a unit converted, and that one snipes another one instantly. And he gets another one converted. Okay. Can Hera deny this castle? I don't think so with Spanish builders. It's at 62, 63%. More conks coming in. I'd love to see Hera wall or Viper wall this off because Hera's going to sneak out this way and he's probably going to add another TC over here. Need some good exploration here from Viper, or just ignore that and push him with a siege workshop, which it looks like he's doing. This TC's still not down, by the way. This thing has been continuously making vills. 45 vills for Hera, 20 fishing ships. And another town center up here, but Viper saw that for a second. Split second. I don't know if he actually noticed that, though. Okay, the armor's coming in for Viper, and he dives in here pretty deep, but there's a lot of monks to be had. Devotion is in. Devotion's going crazy. Hera does manage to get one conversion, but he loses all of his monks, and now the conks are sitting back on this side, and I don't know if there's anything Hera can do about that, but I've already said that 4 times this game. So we'll see. Ram is looping around this way. Might be trying to go after the dock. More villagers going down on this side. The TC finally falls there. More villagers dying. Res collected is still 2k ahead for Hera. As Hera tries to wall in this conch so it can't get away so the monk can convert it, but Viper just shoots down the gate. it's just... Ah! Hera's dead, right? I mean, he should be. But it is Hera, and he does have 21 fishing ships. And he has managed to sneak out this way. This is I told you guys, every single Nomad game he ever plays, he does exactly the same thing. He sneaks along the edge and he makes extra TCs. And if Viper can't scout that, then there might be an issue. Viper should also get back on water. There we go. Okay, so the Hulks are coming out. Now Hera is going to have to contest with some pressure on the water. His fishing eco will die. Eco KD right now is 34 to 8. Let's see what Viper can do with some Hulks. So far, some good damage. Hera's trying to wall in these conchs so he can convert. He actually gets 2 of them. It's pretty good from him. Conversions have been pretty good for Hera. These villagers are about to run out of chickens, and I don't know what they take once the chickens are gone, because they can't really take the wood either. Hera's all in on this gold. There's not much to take here. Maybe they take the shorefish over there. Viper will go for another castle. He says, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And Hera is just yeeting everything on this side. He's absolutely gaming here. The villagers are coming in. The monks are still here from Hera. The gold's going to be cut off. He goes for another TC, which is instantly killed by the ram, I think, unless he deleted it. And now it's Vills versus Conchs, and he is walling in the Conchs with a town center. This is ridiculous from Hera. The Conchs can't escape. The will of the people. And the TC goes up. The eco is getting close now. It was in Hera's advantage forever. It's actually getting close because Viper's killed so much. 62 to 8. GG. Viper's gonna see these 2 town centers at the top and just be like, what a rat, dude. That's crazy determination from Hera. I mean, he knows he's not great at Nomad. And he was just clearly having fun here, which is cool to see. I don't know how he could have weaseled his way out of that. Even with the eco advantage he had, like Viper was always just gonna take this path, right? I think he was annoyed he got phosphorued. Oh god. This isn't a Fast Castle on Nomad is phosphorued. KD, not looking good for Hera, 19 to 94. Dave got 1 guide. It's impossible. I can't get 1 guide. There was more than 1 guy. I swear it. Rado, thank you for the 52. Sarek, thank you for the 51. All right. Like I said, that was a good pick for Viper. Get some momentum back on his side. Pretty late picks for both of them in terms of civs. He gets a win under his belt. Now they're going on to Northern Isles. Chemical! Oh my goodness. Chemical gifting 50 subs. 50 subscriptions on twitch.tv/Dave_AOE. Unbelievable gaming from Chemical. He's a doctor. If you got gifted a sub, make sure you thank him. It's very generous. Super dodge. Yeah, well, that's your problem. How was the first game? It was shaping up to be a great game, dude. It was shaping up to be a phenomenal game, and then Viper just... he just let Hera walk right into his base. Second game was not fantastic. But funny. Poor Protagonist, yo, thank you for the 10 gifted, dude. Chemical and Poor Protagonist going crazy. Let's go. We got 40 seconds to the next game. Northern Isles, Bengalis against Portuguese. Portuguese is kind of an iconic civ for Viper. We saw Hera beat Bengalis. Did he beat Bengalis on Northern Isles last time? I think he had Italians, right? And he beat Bengalis. Jabron Lames, yo, thank you for the 10 gifted as well. Let's go, dude. I think you guys are saving 35% on gifted subs too for today, which is pretty hot. Score 1-1. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Sorry, I was distracted. When Chemical comes out and whips out his big old schlong and drops it on the table, you get a little bit. You get a little distracted, you know. Humble Jelly, thank you for the reset. All right. Let's go. Hera playing as Bengalis, Viper playing as Portuguese. We have Northern Isles. So this has been a Hulk v Hulk kind of opening, at least the last time we saw it. But I think traditionally it's going to be more of a galley play than the Hulks. And especially late game, you're going to go into Galleon and Fastfire rather than Hulk or Carrick. Portuguese and Bengalis, two of the best water tech trees in the game. Portuguese do not get shipwright. They don't get Fastfire, which sucks. And they also don't get demos. Wait, Portuguese just don't get demos at all now? But they do have Caravels, which can be really good against the Hulks. No Civ with a unique ship gets demos, except Dravidians. Dravidians get it. I feel like we've had this conversation before. No demo is such a nerf, I know. Portuguese do save gold costs on their units, though, which is fantastic. And their ships have more HP. So you don't want to take even fights, even with Bengalis, which heal up over time. Their ships, anyway. Bengalis should have the better eco than Portuguese. They get 2 extra villagers every age. Portuguese can get a little bit of a double resource bonus with the berries. But you're generally going onto the berries a little bit later anyway on a water map like this. So I don't know how much that helps early on. You don't want to spend the wood on the mill. You have more important things to harvest, like Ibex. Guys, look. The Ibex aren't completely trolling Hera this time around. Last set, he spent the first 5 minutes of the game trying to push 1 Ibex in. It was not good. These ones are fine, though. Viper has Fatoria. I mean, I don't think Fatoria is that good. You'd rather have that 20 pop space for more ships, right? In the late game. AWE tooltip's not working. They'll work soon. They'll work soon. Only good in fast imp situations. Even then, like, how are you going to afford them? Some wild team games yesterday. I had nightmares of that one. Yeah, the Amazon tunnel game. Oh, look, sniffing butts. Oh, never mind. Who do you favor here, chat? Portuguese or Bengalis? Portuguese, 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 Bengalis, Bengalis eco, mating pig. It's a crazy first time chat, brother. I hear you though. I do hear you. Bengalis, Bengalis, all right. Little Portuguese favored, but I mean Bengalis are making a comeback. I think I would generally like Portuguese a little bit better. I think Caravels have some potential, but actually Viper is going to go for a landing. So he's not going to go for water pressure. He's going to go for land. Now he has to hope that Hera doesn't spot this with the scout, and I think Hera's going to spot this with the scout. Like Hera's going to bring his scout over. He's going to see the barracks, and he will know immediately what's up. But Viper didn't send the villagers. So he's just going to send a couple militia, and Hera will find that instantly. And now he sees the flag on it. Now Viper could make a decision. If he knows that Hera knows, then Viper could unqueue the other militia and just pretend like he's doing this. And Hera would have to go into a bunch of defenses. And would make a bunch of assumptions about the strategy, and then Viper could go for, like, docks or something. I also wouldn't mind Viper going for a villager forward and making a dock, like, here or something like that. Like, really, really close. So you can already see Hera reacting to that. He's walling up. He brought his scout back. That's literally all he needed to see on Viper's Island. He dropped it off. Saw the barracks with the flags on it. He's like, all right, coming home. And he's on the way back. We have a villager with the militia from Viper. So 2 games already. Men-at-arms play from him. Feudal Age is in, so his scout is actually stronger than Hera's scout for the time being, as Arson comes in again for Viper. Another big believer in Arson. Doubt, Viper, Tato, all big believers in Arson, now that it's cheaper. And there's the archer range from Viper behind this. Hera will suspect that there's some sort of follow-up to Men-at-Arms. They're pretty easy, even with Arson, they're pretty easy to defend against. If it's just Men-at-Arms, you need some sort of range follow-up. Although it looks as if he's trying to still go fast castle here. Viper did lose his scout. Hera's scout is pretty weak. The archers are coming out. He can't engage against it, but he does know it's coming. How much damage is Arson? It's +2 against buildings for infantry. So that helps when the men-at-arms aren't doing that much to begin with, right? Now the archer is coming in. The tower's trying to come up from Hera. No fletching on the archer. It's only one of them for Viper. Even with the villager here, even with Arson, those aren't going to be able to kill the wall. And Viper can't be trapped by Hera. I think even if he does complete those gates, the men-at-arms just kill those so quick. There's no way that trap was ever going to work, but at least it put the fear of God into Viper a little bit there, eh? Now he comes over, hammers the berries. Hera's fast castle timing is completely off now. He needs to buy some more stone in case he needs to make a tower. He's had to make like 3 extra vills from what he originally wanted in Feudal Age to click up to Castle Age. He's still going to have a decent timing, but Viper will also be up to Castle Age shortly. On the water, I think Viper lost the Hulk. No, he kept it alive. I think he went in there, saw the fish from Hera, and then backed away. Where's Hera's Navy? He's got one here. He's got a couple over there. Castle Age on the way for Hera. 32 vills for him, 9 fishing ships, 31 vills, and 6 fish for Viper. And Castle Age is on the way for him too. But he does have a forward presence. And he forced Hera into another market to wall off. Hera says this is how it's done when someone's attacking your walls. You make that early. Will Viper smush him? That's a good question. I don't think so. Against Bengalis? Nah. Bengalis can go monks of their own to counter it. Hera bought more stone? Yes, he bought stone a while ago. He knew he needed another tower. It was a good decision, turns out. Baku, thank you for the prime. I think Hera might prioritize water here. Medium warships upgrade. He's got a lot of resources when he gets to Castle Age. Rudy, thank you for the 12 months as well, dude. Siege Workshop. Does he get the medium warships upgrade? He gets the wood upgrade. There it is. He's got a decent amount of hulks. He's got 6 of them. Viper only has 2. And he thought about the monastery. Yeah, he thought about the monastery. Sends another villager over. And what? Oh, he's not even in Castle Age yet. I thought that was a monastery. It must have been a stable. It must have been a stable. I saw it beside the relic. I was like, there it is. Okay. He is going to monk siege. Even against Bengalis. I suppose he's got crossbows, right? So if Hera decides to go monk counter, the crossbow can theoretically do well against those. Viper having fun with this archer over here. Hera trying to kill him with the mangonel, and Viper will bring this crossbow back over to this side. So the mill's going to go down. Monk's coming out, and Hera, looking at all this investment from Viper, is like, okay, I'm just going to go forward with my ships. There's 3 ships garrisoned here for Viper. These ones are going to die, and his fish eco is going to be gone. But the crossbows are kind of delaying this TC over here. There's potential to kill a couple villagers. This is not good for Viper, though. This is not good at all. Oh boy. we got mangonels from both sides. Oh boy. And now he's losing these crossbows over here too. Would love to see him kill the fish somehow. Forward dock here I think would be nice. Because Hera has the fishing ship lead, and he's got the villager lead as well. Yo, what's up, Lita? What's going, dude? See what Viper can do. He's going to see this TC. He's going to be able to deny this TC for the time being, and Hera is busy over on this side. So Hera will lose villagers here. Viper! Oh, man. Nice shot there from Hera. Viper wasn't paying attention for 1 second, and that's all it takes. Another monastery over here from Viper. Hera will try and sneak down this TC. There's a monk in the wood line, though. And he's going to have to cancel that one. Kind of forced to cancel that one. He did kill the archer range, though, so now there's only 5 crossbows. Which kind of opens the door for monks as a defense. Now that the crossbows aren't here. Viper engaging against that TC. He's behind on res collected. He's behind on villagers. Doesn't have really any fishing ships at the moment. But he does have redemption and he does have sanctity. And he got the mangonel just on time. Oh my goodness. The tower was working away on that monk too. He got that thing just on time. Manages to snipe this one, too. Hera's going to have to go for more mangonels, most likely. Is adding a stable, though, so maybe light cap coming in from Hera. More monks coming in from this side for Viper. He can convert the docks. And he's going to go for a dock over here. Good time for a second TC from Viper? Maybe. I mean, he's done some damage. And you can see him, he's like converting the market, converting the blacksmith. This is going to be very annoying. He's converting another mangonel. Hera deletes it just on time. That's a really good delete from Hera. It's a fantastic delete from Hera. There's another range from Viper. Market is converted. Blacksmith is converted. Hera's eco is a little unbalanced right now. He unqueues villagers so he can get light cap. He's going to queue a few of those up, and all the crossbows are dead from Viper now. Second town center being added. Overall, pretty decent approach here from Viper. I just would have liked to see him kill the fish a little bit sooner.
Let's go, Snake.
Devotion now on the way. He's really, really applying pressure to Hera here. A lot of pressure, but Hera's eco continues to grow. Viper needs to find himself some damage. Hera really needs to delete this dock. It's not worth it to let Viper get that conversion, and he does. Viper also converts the fishing ship, so that's one down. I suppose. Viper's also on stone. And he's got a lot of gold. He could buy himself a castle, but he can't get any more villagers across here because Hera's waiting for that.
Let's go, Hera.
Third TC for Hera. Light Cav is in now. He's got another mangonel in defense, too. And Viper knows about the light cav. He can see it now. Targets one for conversion. That's not going to go through, but he does make a gate wall in front of his mangonels. Now, he barely taps that gate wall. It's got 13 HP, so it's really not accomplishing that much. And the mangonels will just take it out as Viper tries to target these with the monks. How many conversions does he get? One, maybe two, none? None. Absolutely none. Holy cow. Does Hera have devotion? He doesn't even have devotion. What on earth? That was extremely unlucky. That was extremely unlucky. Holy cow. I mean, I know they're light cav and they have resistance, but like you should at least get one or two there on average. Viper manages to get a conversion. Hera's going back on water. Hera's eco is looking fantastic. Like, he controlled the water and he took advantage of it. He's got a lot of fishing ships here. He's also managed this pressure incredibly well. Like, this is not easy. Viper has been coming at him from both sides. Now he's about to hit him on water, too. Viper has a lot of gold. Very unbalanced there. As you do with 15 on gold still. Would love to see him use that a little bit. Buying some food now, going into medium warships. So we see Hera with the light cap looking for targets. Does Viper still have any villagers on this side? I don't think he does. He's got to convert them if he can. If he wants to keep building stuff over here, he's going to have to convert some vills. But it's another TC from Hera. TC number 4. He is losing some fishing ships, though, and it's very difficult to keep track of everything when all of this is going on. He's trying to fight here. He's trying to fight this. The light cav are coming in now. They're going to kill the crossbows. They're going to kill another villager. And this Hulk is getting some good value against the fishing ships, but Hera sees it. It's on stand ground. And Hera just... he saw it. He garrisoned the ships. And then he let him out again. It's like little too trigger happy there, I think, with the ungarrison. These hulks coming in this side too. Take advantage of your opponent not paying attention, right? Try and come in and snipe, but the problem with Hera is that he can pay attention to so many different things at the same time. Multitasking is incredible. Res collected, 3k ahead for Hera at the moment, as you would expect. And Viper lands! Viper lands! Hera's going for a castle here. He'll switch it up. He'll cancel it. He'll go for a counter castle right there. Viper needs to do something to delay the light cap from coming in. He can't wall here because of the rock terrain. He gets a gate. A gate. He's going to load up, but the Hulk is coming in from the other side. There's a lot of villagers there. Viper might need to drop off on the middle. He's going to have to drop off on the middle, and he's going to be stranded, dude. He's going to be absolutely stranded. Great castle delete over here from Hera. Places the defensive one here. It was an incredibly aggressive play there from Viper to try and attempt that. He's thinking about going up to him soon. Did he have Loom? Yeah. It's a fun game. Fun game so far. Hera's definitely in the lead. Hera is definitely in the lead, but we have some advantages here for Viper. We got the middle control to some extent. Imperial Age is going to be in faster for him. He's got a decent food eco as well, which you love to see. But, I mean, Hera's just got better eco overall. Much better eco overall. Could this be a Feitoria play? I know I mentioned it earlier. You'd probably rather have the 20 pop, but, like, 66 vills? I don't know. Ooh, can Viper see that? Oh, he just missed it. He just missed it. Light Caver on his base. He doesn't have much of a defense, except for quick walls. Can he get him down in time? Light Cav squeak their way through here. I don't think he had... Did he have Town Watch? He didn't have Town Watch. Couldn't see those coming from far away. More quick walls from Viper. He's trying to save the vills. The Light Cav are still here, though. There's not much going on Hera's Island anymore. He's just clearing up all the buildings. Okay, Ballistics is in for Viper. He goes for another transport ship. He's going for siphons, so likely wants to go into fires? I guess he's suspecting that Hera will go heavy into galleys. There's still all those hulks from Hera, though, so fires are... Fires are tough. All right, Viper, what's the plan? He's getting hit again by these light cav. Oh boy, and he doesn't realize. He doesn't know. He's busy. He's busy in the center. He doesn't know. He's going to lose a lot of villagers over here. Hera right under the TC. Viper does have ballistics, though, so he should be able to kill these light cav. Almost all of them. Bracer now on the way. Treb's coming out from the center. And I'm not seeing any units being queued from him. He goes for more farms. And another castle. Imp is in for Hera. Not a great situation for Viper. He knows it. He tried to go for the rush. Great defense from Hera. I think Viper did a lot with that. Just wasn't enough to break him. He went for archer range, men at arms. Then he went Monk Siege on this side. Then he went Monks on this side. Another range for more crossbows. Then he was converting buildings. He made a dock over here. Early GG? Oh, definitely not. No. That was over. Really good job. And great scouting early from Hera, too. Like, no surprise from the men-at-arms. Like, he landed. He saw that. He's like, I'm out. That's all I need to see. Yeah, res collected ahead for Hera. And it's 2-1. Best of 7, though. Still plenty of time. Viper 4-1 guy is not getting VIP'd today. That's right. So they both won a home map, but Hera has critically won the neutral map. So let's see where they go next. It's going to be Water Nomad. We have Hera playing with Saracens. I think he played with Saracens last time he played this map. They do attack faster with their galleys, and they do have the market, so it's a very solid civilization here. Viper is going to be playing with Dravidians. Yo, Octopoda, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for being here, everyone. I do appreciate it. Let me double check the ad timing so you don't get one during the game. No. Oh, we got 30 minutes. We're good. We should be good anyway. Wander Nomad shouldn't last 30 minutes, right? Who you got in the Michigan-Ohio State game? Couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. If Michigan State was good, maybe I would watch one game a year, but... Alright. Viper playing as Dravidians, Hera playing as Saracens. You want to TC a gold and a wood if possible. Viper might want to TC right here. Hera's already found his TC. It's on a gold, a wood, and a stone with Saracens. That's very nice. And Viper's going to TC there, and he couldn't really find himself a good wood line with a gold. Unfortunate for Viper. Hera's got a really good setup, though. Michigan State being good, now that's funny. I mean, they were good for most of my life. It's just recently they haven't been. What's Michigan State? Is that some American baseball? No, it's college football. It's junk. It really is. It's junk. But it's like a whole thing, right? It's a cult. The football itself is very meh. All right. Viper's got his TC set up. He still has to figure out a way to keep this gold safe. If he's going to go for the galley mass. I would slightly prefer Dravidians here overall. But with Hera's setup, I prefer his start for sure. You cannot build farms here. You can build farms. Yep, they turn into rice farms. When it's on the buildable terrain, it's the exact same thing as a farm, but it says rice farm. You can't really grow wheat in this. I doubt you could effectively grow rice on top of mangrove roots as well, but you know, you learn something new every day, and apparently the game allows. I think my neighbor is having a music orgy right now. Not like mine last night, dude. Fucking. Usually I don't mind. If you're gonna bang for 2 hours and then sing "Message in a Bottle" really loud at 5 in the morning, I mean, like, hey. Good song, great song. Yep. All right. Viper is taking fish from very far away. Very, very far away over here. Holy cow. Have they scouted each other? There's a lot of water buffaloes here. Viper knows where Hera isn't. Let's take a look at Hera's scouting. Hera knows where Viper isn't as well. Which, in fact, will tell you where they are. Think about that. There are worse things to sing than "Message in a Bottle"? There are definitely worse things to sing, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Viper is slightly faster to feudal H here. 13 villagers, 6 fishing ships. He will get the 200 extra wood, which might allow him to build another dock. It'll definitely allow him to queue some more galleys. I think galleys are definitely the opening on this. And he's got 2 galleys on the way. So he should have those galleys out before Hera gets to feudal H, and that's going to be a good start for him. Hera is starting to wall over here. Starting to. But Viper is already going for the stone walls. And we saw this from Vince yesterday, like early stone walls from him. Was it yesterday? No, day before. Day before yesterday. Wood upgrade coming in for Hera. It's already in for Viper. The galleys are already coming back across. Does he know where he is yet? He knows that there's houses here. If he came in this way, that would be really good. He could find some great value. Over on this side, not so much. So a little unlucky for Viper to come in from this side. But Hera is actually going to have 2 galleys available to him, so he should be fine. Tower coming up on the wood line from Hera. If he gets the walls here, he should be pretty secure. Viper is slowly building up his walls. Remember, galleys attack faster for Saracens. So in equal fights, theoretically, the Saracens should be better. Who is it that beat Hera in a recent tourney again? I mean, Hera's lost every A tier he's played in the last 3 years or whatever, so there's been quite a few people that have beat Hera in a tournament. Not S tiers though. Jesus, shut up, water buffalo. So much noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but holy cow. Is this an S tier tournament? No, this is A tier. Viper's going in really aggressively here. He's got more galleys on the way. Viper's got years and years of experience with galley micro. But Hera's micro is phenomenal as well, so he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to dive in too deep in these areas. How's the wall coming along for Viper? Gates. Another dock here. Still has to be worried about Hera coming forward. At least this forward pressure is keeping Hera in his base for long enough for those walls to come up. He's already kind of walled up this side. If he can get a wall in front here, that would be great. I think Viper won't go for the wall, though. He'll probably just rely on his own navy to defend. Has to keep constant eyes on Hera's navy, though. Can't let Hera sneak out and just find his way to the gold. That would be a disaster. Here comes Hera. And the cosmic dance goes on. The last A tier he won was in June. Hasn't he been on an amazing A tier losing streak? What are you talking about? What A tier was that? Oh, that was a team game. No. That doesn't count, dude. We're talking 1v1s. Team game events don't count. Was Lingwan S tier? Yes. Yes, it was. Anonymous. Thank you for the gifted sub to dance on my titties, bro. _ please. Good gifter. I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? What defines the tier of attorney? Prize pool. Prize pool and nothing else. All right. Good snipe there from Viper. First kill of the game, by the way. He's still outpopping Hera significantly. 20 galleys to 15. Dude, it takes so much longer, it feels like, for galleys to kill fishing ships. But this is really bad for Hera. Who cares about the fish? Hera's losing his entire navy here. Oh my goodness. The positioning there was not great for him. Viper came in and he cut off this entire navy, and I thought Hera was going to run and try and save something. But Viper has 18 ships and Hera has 4. And it's not even like Hera can sneak damage. Like, Viper's fully walled back here. That's crazy.
Hera 1 is back in 2022, called Only Land Cup was between May 26th, July 1st.
Thank you, Idafix. Thank you. Holy cow. Lose galley mass on new water meta equals GG. I love how you say new water meta there, as if losing your galley mass on old water meta was even like 2 times worse. It was even worse before, dude. All right, Castle Age on the way for Hera. What can he do with Castle Age? Probably fires. I'd love to see Viper thinking about Hulks at the moment. Probably wants to go up to Castle Age before he makes that switch in there. Maybe Fires of his own could be good. Actually, Fires of his own could be really good here. Yeah, I think Fires are probably better. You can push all this stuff back with your own Fires. Fires was a comeback mechanism back then. Fires is even more of a comeback mechanism now than it was back then. They're even better against galleys now than they were back then. They were barely a comeback mechanism in old water meta. Viper's just going in. He loses some galleys over on the other side. Hera's going to lose a bunch of villas. He tries to go for the market. It's going to fail it. More villagers going down here. Viper's going to click up shortly, but more villagers dying from Hera. I'm hearing one gang. Yeah, I know. He did lose quite a few ships over here, but he did get something in return, which is those vills. Still, Castle Age significantly faster for Hera, so maybe that makes the difference. He's only 5 ships behind now. Still has the Saracen market. Still has the faster firing galleys. Obviously, the trades for him have not been good so far. We'll see what Viper can do. All right. Villagers, don't open the gate once you finish it. And make sure you pull away so that you actually can finish it someday and not die. More galleys coming in. Is there a hole? Don't think so. Fire is now being added from Viper. He comes into the wood line here. He might be able to find himself some really good value on the wood line. Hera notices in time. But the wood income is going to be stalled out for a second. Hera's going to have to pull his navy back maybe to deal with this. He still hasn't gone for any fires, Hera. Viper goes for another gate behind this. There's a fire in here. He's waiting for Castle Age to come in. He's got the navy back here. He can cut off reinforcements and maybe pressure this navy from behind. I don't think Hera can really get in here and do significant damage, especially with the fire coming out. Now the galleys come in from behind here. Hera's going to lose another navy. Lots of ships going down. There was a lot of those that were weak from before. He manages to squeak out with like 4 or 5 ships there. So good job from Hera to keep the pressure on and stay alive. But the medium warships upgrade is coming in. And that'll be really good for the fires. Now Hera has to add in hulks to deal with these. War galleys are going to struggle with fires chasing them down. Especially with the galleys behind from Viper. One dock making fires, the rest of them making war galleys. Sounds legit for Viper. Clinker construction on the way for Hera, so he already went for the university. Don't see a university yet. Oh, there is one. It's right here, blending in for Viper, and he's going to go for ballistics first. Yo, Dave, could you complete the game 3 prediction? No, but a mod can, I'm sure. 1k extra res collected for Viper. He also has a better KD, so all things considered, should be advantage Viper. Hera's held down quite nicely, though, on the back of that fast castle time. Ballistics will be really nice for Viper, because Hera's going to spend a lot of time running away from the fires. While he's running away, Viper can land some shots. Needs to retreat now, though. So Hera has the speed advantage with clinker construction. Viper chose to go for ballistics instead. How much is clinker construction? Does anyone know? That's 200, 350 for Carvel Hull. This one should be like 150, 100 or something. Ballistics on the way. It's a risky business, sailing out with your fleet. You never know when you're going to get flanked by fires. Where are the fires from Viper? They're inside here. If you could have some fires coming in from behind, it would be devastating. He's going to see the Navy coming in again. He has the fires from this side. He has the ships from this side. Hera's definitely looking for damage. Trying to micro down these fires. They're pushing back the war galleys. More war galleys from behind here from Viper. Good micro from Hera. Really, really solid micro from Hera. 17 war galleys for him. There's a bunch of weak ones in there, though. Viper's got defender's advantage. Let's see if he can pull this one off. He's getting real close with the war galleys. Hera's still trying to dodge around this. Great micro from Hera. Turning on a dime with these big sails. But Viper will clear up this navy. However, more ships behind this from Hera. 11 ships now for Viper, 6 for Hera. 6 villagers ahead for Viper, plus 3 fishing ships. It's not like you can really expand your eco to any extent here, too. I think careening would be huge here for Viper. For the fires. He's going to get siphons. That's nice. Did anyone figure out, does siphons have a area of effect damage? I asked that question a few days ago because it felt like it does.
Fuck you, Riley. I made your mom
Careening is on the way. Siphons is on the way too. It does? Okay.
Hey Dave, smile.
Thank you, Felpadum. Thank you, dude. Freaking micro here from Hera. Holy cow. Where are the fires from Viper? I think he was repairing them behind. And it's low numbers of ships for Hera, so the fires are actually going to be able to push this fleet away. However, it's not a lot of war galleys behind from Viper. Viper needs to start flanking with these fires a little bit more. He keeps sending them through the middle here. I might be nervous about this gold position, but he can just wall this up and go to a gold back here. Yeah, he's going to the gold back there now. $45 vills for Hera, 50 for Viper. The eco's getting closer, guys. Hera's battling his way back here. Viper had a really good advantage early. But he's been unable to add eco, and he's been unable to take the advantage on the water here. At least up till this point. Damn, dude. This micro, this freaking war galley micro. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it. Not with war galleys. They're a very clunky unit. And both of these guys are just dancing, dude. Through these choke points and everything. Just absolutely dancing. Saracen galleys are really, really good. Yes, they are. You can see it. You can see it. Viper's going to get a bunch of fires. Bunch of fires. With careening. And siphons. He's got the war galleys behind. He goes for another dock over here. He can't leave Hera unattended for too long. Otherwise, Hera will come in here and start looking for vills. Like, Viper's chopped his way through, so he's not even fully walled anymore. And this is kind of like, this is the test to see if fire war galley is better than just war galley. In the old water meta, it was just war galley, but I don't think it's that way anymore. Hera just lost a lot of ships there. He's got 9 left over here. The fires will deal with that. And Viper uses the war galleys over on this side because the galleys from Hera are so distracted with the fires over on the other side. However, the fires kind of lost track of these. They're going to try and flank. Hera still has not gone for any fires of his own. Viper's trying to cut off this navy. He's going to kill a bunch of it. They will have their charge of attack back soon. With siphons. So you got to be careful about that when you clump up your war galleys really tight. Also, fire maybe on the wood line over here. Could be a problem. I guess siphons only works against other ships. Doesn't look like it works against vills. Is the lumber camp tanking the damage for that? How? How? How is that? How? How? I don't understand. The angles, dude, they don't make sense. GG called from Hera. Another victory there for Viper. It was a nice try from Hera. He needed to go full war galley and then win all the fights with Saracens and try and take advantage of his Saracen bonus of the faster firing galleys. But I think overall, fire war galley is probably better in this new water meta. His fires are just better against war galleys than they used to be. Really solid job from Viper. Hera made it close, though. I mean, Viper had a significant advantage. I think he was ahead like 18 ships to 4 in feudal age. And Hera still managed to make it really close. Is this an S tier tournament? No, A tier. A tier. Which is a tier below S tier. Haha. Ads? Yeah, I got you. Man wants ads, dude. I'll give him. Oh, fuck. Dude, I'm going to add him right in the face. Aukson, thank for the 38 months. What's the difference between A and S tier? if you're not in the middle of ads, it's simply prize pool. I think S tier is what, 30K plus now? 30,000 plus prize pool?
Fuck you all, your lives are
That's not the way it used to be, but it is now.
hanging out with you.
Oh, wow, that was Hera's
My
home map.
guess.
Oh, so that's the first home map loss here. That was Hera's home map. Interesting. Case, thank you for the 3 months, dude. How are tournament tiers even determined? Brother. Prize pool. Is Hera the favorite in this tournament for this setting? One of them. I don't know if there's a definitive favorite. We'll see what he can do here. We're going on to Immersion. So it was Hera's pick, and he picks one of Viper's home maps. Viper's got a little bit of momentum, winning the home map from Hera, Water Nomad. And he's going to pick Malay here on Immersion. We've got Japanese for Hera. Both great civilizations for this map. I think I would slightly favor Japanese, though. Malay are going to be really good with the timings. Also very nice to have the scouting on the docks. It's a weird thing to pick a civ for, but scouting is so important here, and the vision on the docks is insane. Also, the free armor upgrade is great if he wants to play Men-at-Arms again. He's already played it twice in this set. But Japanese with the tanky fishing ships, better fishing ships, the cheaper lumber camps and mills and everything. Japanese just feel really solid here. Hera is literally always the favorite. All right. So on that Nomad game, where he was Hindustanis against Spanish, was he the favorite there? Or? Yes? Okay. Thank you, Edmund, for answering the question. Wake up, bro? Who? Me? I'm barely awake, dude. What do you want me to do? You want me to, like, hype this up here? Okay, let's go. We've got a turkey scouting the shoreline. Oh my god! Another one. DJ Khaled with these turkeys, dude. Holy cow. Hera literally has to be injured to not win KOTD. Okay. Give us a fun fact about turkeys. Fun fact about turkeys. I don't know if this is fun. I also don't know if it's a fact. But I saw 6 wild turkeys this summer. That's about it. I saw 0? Okay. So it's 6-0 in favor of me. That's dope. Turkeys can survive being shot by 22s most of the time because they have thick bone chest plates. That's why I use this shotgun and you just go for that big spread, dude. Do you have another job or can you live off casting? I can live off casting, fortunately enough. I'm very blessed. This map looks so relaxing, like 2000s desktop wallpapers. It does kind of, doesn't it? Dave's a billionaire. I have billions of dong. Yes. Part-time job as a wild turkey wrangler. I just look, dude. I don't touch the turkeys. I just look. All right. So 3 fishing ships for both. Soon to be 3 for Viper anyway. Hera will click up faster, and we'll have to take a look at the potential barracks timing here from Hera. There it is. So he's going to go men-at-arms with Japanese. Hera is not the biggest men-at-arms guy, right? It's not a super common build for him. Usually decides to go like scouts or archers or something and adapt from that point forward. Or just wall and then adapt. He likes adapting a lot. But with Japanese, men-at-arms seems really solid. And it'll add the archer range behind it, likely. And some hulks to defend his fish on the outside. It's a pretty tight build for him, though. 3 fishing ships. 19 villagers. Viper's going to be up to the feudal age at around the same time as Hera. Because of Malay. Yeah, he'll be about 20 seconds later. And he's also going for an early barracks, and he's sending 4 villagers out to the gold. Does he queue up militia here? Yeah, there they are. I don't adapt. If my opponent makes a counter, I lose. Ah, yes. That's an excellent build. Many low elo players use that one. It's very popular. Wall is coming up from Hera. He doesn't want that infantry to sneak in towards his base. Doesn't go for a Hulk right away. Instead, he will be spending res on the wood upgrade and the men-at-arms upgrade. Always docking outside is better here. The initial dock is better outside, yeah. Because it's going to be around for a long time, hopefully, and there's a lot more fish on the outside. Hera's trying to stop this. He's trying to stop this wall from happening. Viper stops him. Pushes the scout away and is now going for an archer range. And he will send his infantry forward, but Hera walled up early. And he's continuing to wall up on this side. So I don't know how much damage Viper's actually going to find over there. Also, Viper needs to one-tap these walls. He does. It's perfectly acceptable. Hulk also coming out from Vipers, so it should keep the men-at-arms away from this area. And both players seem to be pretty safe. I think Arson will come in shortly, though. Viper seems to like Arson. If he doesn't get countered by the infantry right away, Hera actually made 3 more men-at-arms. So it's armor for the Malay versus attack speed for the Japanese. And instead of going for a range or something, he just makes 3 more men-at-arms and he pushes that away. That's really nice from Hera. That's really creative, actually. I think a lot of people just would have gone archer range. Why didn't Viper garrison fish to shoot men-at-arms? Is it worth it? How much damage are you going to do? As they run past, you do like 2 damage. It's not like a TC, dude. It doesn't do that much. Alright, Hera's trying to find these. Hulk coming around this way. It's 10 fishing ships for Hera, by the way. Viper's attempting to expand on this dock. We have some good damage against those men-at-arms here with the Hulk from Viper. And Hera will go for a Hulk in defense. Which dock is it from, though? It's from this dock, so he could still lose some stuff. He could lose some fish here, unless he gets some garrison right away. Hulk coming over from Hera. He got the first hit. He should be fine. And Viper will just try and go after the fish. But Japanese fishing ships, even though they have less HP than they had before and they're missing the armor, still pretty tanky. Oh, oh. Oh, Viper has that on stand ground. He had it on stand ground. Decides not to chase that, dude. 5 fishing ships for Viper, 11 fishing ships for Hera, and the resources for Hera are looking fantastic. He should be able to go up. Should be able to click up. Now, Malay will catch up to him because of the H-up speed, but still a really solid transition here from Hera. That's on the back of these fishing ships. Like, he is not hesitant to add extra fish, especially now that he can garrison them. He's not scared to do that at all. Had to wait for the second building. Yeah, a little delayed, eh? Castle Age just now coming in. Viper snipes the fishing ship. He's going to lose this guy, though. He did manage to get forging, and he sneaks right through. Can he kill another one? That's the question. Can he get another? He's really trying. He's really trying here. Doesn't get it. Another dock for Viper. These docks are nice. As I mentioned before, the vision on them is insane. If he gets a dock here, he has full vision through the center of the map. That's crazy. Do fishing ships heal in dock? I don't think they do. So 7 fishing ships now for Viper. Does he have a market? No. Can't buy his way up. So he'll still be like a minute and a half behind Hera, probably. To Castle Age. Another dock on the outside. So Hera's expanding his reach a little bit on the outside edge. I don't know what the play is going to be for him in the middle. Maybe just boom. You can see he's still got one of these dudes roaming around. Are Garrison Malay Harbor's worth? I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. Castle Age in for Hera. Viper is 1 minute away. Suppose it's just water for Hera. Water and potentially a second town center. There's no archer range or anything. It's just now adding it. Okay, so maybe cav archers for the Japanese. 9 fishing ships now for Viper. He's trying to catch up on fishing ship count. But he has to make sure he saves a little bit of res for Castle Age. He's going to need it for the upgrades. Iron casting coming in for Hera. That'll help the Hulks. Hera goes for a dock over on this side. Viper still hasn't docked this pond, although it kind of looks like he wants to. And there's the second town center for him. 39 vills for Viper, 36 for Hera. It's not cav archers, it's crossbows for Hera. Not a huge cav archer guy either. In general. It's more of a crossbow guy. So nobody has researched Thalassocracy in the Thalassocracy tournament. Yeah. Hasn't happened. Market comes up from Viper. Will he expect the range units? I think you generally do against Japanese. He's going to have to do something to lock down this area. He's got a lot of gold. Like, he might just buy wood and place a TC here. He's got a lot of gold, guys. 850 gold. Hera's eco, much better balanced here. Another dock coming up from Viper. So he will have eyes on these crossbows coming across because of the docks. The docks are sick. Docks give him a lot of great vision. And he does indeed buy the wood. He's going to go for another TC over here. Fishing ships are on the run. The dock went down back here. Hera still has free fish on the outside. Viper's still got some fish in the middle. And Viper has seen these come in for a very long time. He knows exactly how these crossbows are going to approach. Goes for a fire to maybe prevent the docks on this side. Also a siege workshop with some scorpions to stop this. And it's Viper's turn to try and boom. How has Sebastian been doing? He lost yesterday, but it went to 5 games. Lost against Leary. He's been doing all right. No like huge tournament wins, but steady results. He's still, in my opinion, like he's still one of the best players when he's on. When he's in full form. But the problem for Sebastian is consistency. Sometimes he looks a little lackluster. What about Lucho? Lucho, he's been doing okay. No really big strides. Okay, Hera asking questions. Skirmishers coming over from Viper. No armor, no fletching. Maybe just fight this with the Scorpion right now. Maybe that's going to be fine. And more crossbows coming in from this side. They run into the tower, though. Hera needs to back away. Hera's resources looking pretty good. His eco looking pretty good. He is significantly behind in villagers, but he's ahead in fishing ships. And he has been the whole game, which means his res collected is still 1k ahead of Viper. But now he's losing some crossbows. This is uncharacteristic for Hera to lose units like this. Maybe trying to snipe the fish on this side. Losing a crossbow to the Hulks over here, and he's going for water pressure on the middle. Can they not range that Vil? Oh my goodness. Barely. When will we see a demo on those Hera crossbows? Never. Never. Viper almost has enough for a castle. Where does it go? Here? Right here? I mean, he's got great vision from the dock, so he knows the crossbows aren't hanging around here anywhere. That's really aggressive. Elite Skirm, armor, only fletching, no bodkin yet. Mangonel is coming in, Scorpion is coming in. Should have enough to get this castle up. He should have enough. Yeah, and he's sending 11 villagers. So he respects the army, the potential for disaster there from Hera. And he's going to go for the castle. And Hera's going to get pretty aggressive here, but he sees the Mangonel on the hill. Bunch of villagers building a castle. Skirmishers as well with the Scorpion behind. It's not enough. It's not enough to get the job done. Third town center now being added from Hera. His TCs are very split. His eco is very split. It's a very hittable eco here. We look at Vipers in comparison. It's all in the same area. It's all clumped up, easy to wall. Hera's is spread out all over the place. Imperial Age on the way for Hera, though. That's fantastic imp timing from him. On the back of these 20 fishing ships behind. Good job taking control of the pond over here. Viper's still floating a ton of gold. 77 villagers for him. 62 for Hera. Viper will have to make some more farms if he wants to go up to him. He's adding them now. This is GG long ago. TJ, dude, TJ, you do this every time, bro. You do this every time, dude. Yeah, but I'm right. But you've been wrong many times. Sometimes you're right, but you've been wrong many, many times. I think we'll see Thalassocracy. Maybe. Resource is suddenly looking decent for Viper. He's been stalling out his TCs, but now he goes for Bodkin. It's expensive. I'll stall out Imp even longer. 2 fishing ships only for Viper, but a decent farm eco. I don't think there's a single farm for Hera. There is not a single farm on the map for Hera. That's good and bad. It's good that you're using your Civ bonus and you've got the Japanese fishing ships and you've managed to keep them alive. That is also bad, though, when your fish runs out. Gonna have to make sure the farms are there. Hera probably will. He's really good at that. Viper tried for a really aggressive castle over here. Wasn't gonna work. He's gonna go for another castle protecting the gold. He's a minute away from Imperial Age as Hera pushes forward. No trebs coming out from Hera now that he's in him. Not yet, at least. He'll go for chemistry. So he probably wants some cannon galleons to back this up. Tower is now coming up from Viper over here to defend. That's good timing on that. That'll be enough to push the crossbows away, most likely. And Viper dropped? No, he called the GG. What? I mean, he's in a losing position, but is this GG-able? I don't know. Did something happen? Did he like cancel imp or something? No, he just called it. The fuck is this? The inconvenient with electronic games. You wouldn't retire, lol. You keep playing, joining by kids with strong skills. Time for Viper to retire, at least with the tournament. Okay. Based. All right, dude. The inconvenient with electronic games, dude. It's crazy. Check Discord. It's pretty funny. Yeah, that's about what I expect, FVL. That's pretty funny. All right, so Hera goes up 3-2. Mind sharing? No. No. Wait. It's 3-2 for Hera, right? Yeah, 3-2. Okay, let's see what Viper can get done. Wait a second. Wait a second. What the fuck? Aqua Arena.
Hey.
Viper's playing Romans. It's best of 7, guys. It's not best of 5. It's best of 7. Lock in. Lock in, everyone. He's going for the legendary land attack. I mean, Romans get the armor on their galleys, which is kind of cool. They get Dromans as well. Not really the Civ I think of for water, but they do have a good eco. We'll see. When would be the final? Tomorrow. All the civs Viper has left are Italians. Kind of. Byzantines are more like Greek Italians. Extra attack also with a unique tech? Yeah, I know. Still. We'll see what Viper can do with them. He needs to win here. Didn't mark that win down for Hera. There we go, 3-2. Hera tried Burgundians yesterday, and Vinchester, or maybe it was 2 days ago. It was 2 days ago. Vinchester absolutely destroyed him. He tried to play Burgundians here, tried to mass up the galleys, and Vinch never gave him time to breathe. And killed every dock of his really, really quickly, and all of his navy. by just being really aggressive. So maybe Viper can try the same thing. If we look at the Civ bonuses, Galley Line and Droman's +1 melee, +1 pierce armor. +1 melee. That should help a little bit against the Hulks. I got 2 oysters only in base. You? Yeah, that's bugged. We've got 4 for Hera. Viper's already counting oysters, dude. That's crazy. There's nothing else to do. This is the inconvenient with electronic games, guys. This is it, right here. Only 2 oysters. If Viper says, I think it's supposed to be more. We're waiting. We're simply waiting to see what happens here. They're going to contact an admin. Maybe a restart. Probably should be. I mean, he's missing the oysters in the base. Is he missing the oysters overall? Kind of looks like it, right? Hera's got more access to oysters. So Hera's got an extra 900 gold in his base available. Do you generally like this tournament? I'm kind of in the middle.
Yes.
All right. So they're not reeing. Okay. Maybe they're looking at the amount within the range of the base. I mean, we have nothing else to do, so we might as well try it. Wait. Viper just paused. Maybe got another message saying they were. So we've got 8 within the range of the base, I would say. Maybe 10 for Hera. And then for Viper, 8. And then like these ones, if you count that. Should be admin read? No. Can players ask for read themselves? Well, I mean, if the admins don't notice it, right, Roxy? There's so many things you got to look at.
Yes.
It's like the players always have the option to notice the map themselves and then go contact the admin. But I don't know what's happening here. Viper only had the 2. He's going to remain only with the 2. So it's 900 gold less inside the base, although there's still plenty available outside. You can fish those oysters, so if he holds pressure, it's not going to be the biggest deal in the world. Dave, do you stream on YouTube as well? No, YouTube is icky. That's right. I don't understand it. I won't be able to talk to chat there. I don't have any mods there. I don't want to deal with their copyright stuff. Rhino Re? I have no idea. I have no idea, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Dude, whenever I scroll into YouTube streams, it's like, what am I doing? What kind of world am I in right now? You're like looking through shorts and then suddenly you're on a live stream and there's some guy saying chat every second word. It's like, hey, chat, what do you think, chat? What's your favorite food, chat? Chat, what do you think? It's like, dude. So like you, I'd like to substitute sometimes. Chat for different words. Viper, are we here or what's going on? He's just delaying pushing in the deer. Nothing happens on this map, by the way. Scrolling through shorts was your first mistake? True. Actually true. Corner check. Nothing, 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 nothing. YouTube comments are the worst. There's also that. Yeah, I don't want to deal with YouTube people because they generally haven't been in any other live stream situation, so they don't know how to like behave. Me saying that and then having some of you yahoos in this chat as well is kind of rich, but like they don't know. They generally don't know how to behave. They're on their first day on the internet. True. Yes. Who's a Yahoo? There's a bunch of Yahoos around here. We're streaming on Yahoo? We're not streaming on Yahoo, okay? Yahoo is a decent email. It was a decent email client. It also had, Yahoo still has great fantasy sports. That's kind of what they pivoted into. What is the sea tower damage output? Finally, a decent question. So, the sea tower has 7 damage, 8 range. It also fires multiple arrows, and it, well, actually, no, I don't think it fires multiple arrows anymore. It doesn't show any multiples, but it does have huge extra damage against ships. Does 9 extra damage against ships, in addition to the 7 it's already doing. Let's do a deep dive into sea towers. Okay. It actually looks pretty cool, you know? You're going to have to swim to it, which sucks. That's what boats are for? Oh. Ever heard of a boat? I mean, I have. But if it's designed for boats, then why doesn't it just have a straight up dock, dude? Why does it have a fucking ladder straight down to the water? Do you ever think about that? Have you ever heard of a dock? Chatter? Like this? Viper deleted the gate? Yeah, he wants to fish. Does gill nets increase the oyster gathering speed? I would assume so, yeah. A ladder is a tied adjustable dock. No, a floating dock is a tied adjustable dock. There are quite a few offshore structures with just ladders and not docks for a variety of reasons. Okay, ChatGPT, calm down. Fishing ships, we have 16 for Viper. We got 15 for Hera. Overall res collected is better for Hera, even with the Romans bonus. 5% only applies to the Vils. Doesn't apply to the fishing ships. And I think Hera already has fishing lines? No. Does have the wood upgrade, though. It's a big deal. What's your favorite fish to eat? I like salmon, dude. I like salmon. I'm not going to lie about it. Salmon's really good. It's probably my favorite. Okay, T90. Dude, salmon's a good fish, dude. I bet you he's never even caught a salmon. I've caught a salmon before. I'm more salmon-y than him. All right. Even though he wears salmon, he's had the same salmon shirt for the last 8 years. And I've never owned a salmon shirt. Thoughts on ice fishing? Junk. Junk, dude. I've been ice fishing multiple times. It's miserable. If I'm gonna just go somewhere and drink in a winter time in like a hot hut, I'll just go over to someone's garage with a space heater and drink there. All right. Castle Age coming in for both. We're finally getting to the point where we can do something. It's galleys for both as well. And we'll see how the Romans armor affects these fights. It's not a bonus you think about very often with the Romans. They do have a fairly decent water tech tree though. They're missing Carrick, which is interesting. They're also missing heavy demo ship. They do get access to demo ship now though, which is cool. And they get drones as well. Burgundian water tech tree, it's okay. It's not great. Their cannon galleons get a little bit of extra attack. They do get incendiaries. They do get Carvel Hull as well. The Romans get Carvel Hull. They do. And Viper's going to come over. He's going to try and snipe a villager. Doesn't want to fall behind on the galley mass just yet. Both of them now adding fires. And he snipes the Vil. Huge advantage. Villager sniped, and Hera snipes a villager as well. Never mind, he gets it right back. Ever notice your hands don't stink when you're ice fishing like they do in the summer? Yeah, because you're not catching any fucking fish, dude. Fish smell bad? Oh, fish, yeah, fish smell bad, dude. They're coated in like this grimy kind of sticky substance. Not sticky, but like slimy substance. It's like a mucus kind of thing. Yeah, it protects them against infection and stuff like that. All right. So Clinker Construction coming in first for Viper. He's not using a few of his fishing ships here. Trying to micro down the ships from Hera. He's got 22 military. Hera's got 24. And it's fire and war galley for both. I don't think you can really add in hulks here. And it'll be interesting to see how they choose to engage as well in these fights. Because, like, I think there's an argument for sending the fires in and just hunting down the war galleys. But there's also one for just keeping the meat shield in front and trying to snowball your way to victory. Hera's housed. Should benefit Viper just a little bit. Ballistics on the way. So Viper doesn't get siphons or incendiaries. So that could be a massive advantage there for Hera. That could be a big one. Careening now on the way for Viper. Siphons is coming in for Hera. That's going to be really, really nice for these fires. They're giving them that charge attack. Viper trying to micro his way out of here. Like I said before, war galleys are clunky. They're big old clunkers. Hard to micro them. Viper's now going after the war galleys. Hera's still pushing back these war galleys. Careening is in now, which makes these fires way tankier against the war galleys. And all the fires are gone from Hera, basically. So Viper should be able to push back a little bit here. 1 fire only. This is nice. Careening worked out. I thought that was going to end up really bad for Viper there. Careening did fine, and more fires coming in from Viper from this side and from this side. Hera's losing mass. Still pretty comparable amounts on the ships, though. Yeah, careening with the extra armor for the Roman war galleys. It doesn't really have an effect against the fires. But it seems to be doing well against Hera's war galleys, that's for sure. Still, Hera's got more mass again. Res collected advantage for Hera. KD, a little bit of an advantage for Viper. Byzantines would have easy victory here. Maybe. I don't know if you'd open galleys against Byzantines, though. You might open hull. All right, resources. No one's clicking up soon. 3rd wood upgrade on the way for Hera. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Surprised he managed to squeak that in. It's going to be great in the long term, though. What a stupid-ass map. I think many people would agree with you. Yes. He does have careening. Hera does have careening. Incendiaries is a... Or not incendiaries, sorry. Siphons is a great advantage for Hera. But Viper has just managed to keep better fire numbers overall. Every time he's pushing back, it's because he has more fires in front. Hera consistently has more war galleys. On the initial fights, anyway. Now Romans are maxed out on water. I mean, they do get Dromans. Romans. And the ballistas tech gives them +2 attack as well. But how are you ever getting a castle? That's the question. Ben Dangle! Oh my goodness! 20 gifted? Saving 35% on gifted subs. Holy fuck, he's basically making money. Thank you so much, dude. That's crazy. Very, very generous. If you got gifted a sub, make sure you thank Ben Dangle. He's saving you from ads. The evil overlord ads. He's very generous. Siphons is making a big difference here for Hera. You could see it in that fight when those fires first came in. They did a lot of damage with that charge attack. Viper's still trying to hold his position forward. He's still got decent production. It's 26 Navy for him. 23 now for Hera. 24 for Viper. Oh my goodness. Battle after battle. It's so even. The KD is 74 to 71. It's so even. And the res actually catching up for Viper. So maybe that Roman eco finally making a difference here, even though Hera has that 3rd wood upgrade. Not a great fight for Viper to fight right into these fires, though. He's going to lose some galleys. That's a problem. Hera also losing some galleys on this side, but I think Viper's losing more. It's 29 ships for Hera. It's 19 for Viper. He'll need to mass up and find himself another good fight. This feels bad, right? They're both doing the same thing. Feels bad when you fall behind in population doing exactly the same thing as your opponent. Now the KD is slanting a little bit more towards Hera. It was more towards Viper most of the game. God, this is such a dumb map. GG, good luck in final. Yeah, you can sense it. Hera takes that 4-2. Good set overall. Still looking back to the previous game. Wondering about that GG. And also the first game for Viper. Where he could have maybe protected. What the fuck is this? Wait, what? Huh? Where he maybe could have protected the wall a little bit, but Hera played really well. And credit to Hera, water tournament, not really his thing. He's still very good water player. Also A tier, not really his thing, but manages to beat Viper, managed to beat Vinch as well. He came back for the victory there.
Fuck you all. Your lives
Hera
are
moves on to the
fucked up.
final.
Get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Why didn't we see Hulks in the last game?
They didn't make sense because you had the big war galley mass. Thank you, Piper. Who else in the final? We are going to find that out later today. So Viper did come back a little bit in eco. Can't wait for Harriet to beat Larry again. I mean, I made the call that Hart was going to win this tournament. We'll see. I think Leary and Hera are definitely Hart's two biggest nemesis. They play very similar to him.